Hey folks, welcome back to the show. We're here with Connor Price, Vice President of Business Development at Tower Investments Inc. Connor, again, so glad that you're with us.
Yep.
So we were
Good to
talking,
be here.
yeah, man. Yep. So we were talking a little bit, finished through with that last thought that you had.
So, we got into the events business, and within the first 6 months of doing that, we had built a book of business, over 100 events in the first year, and currently we're up to 300 plus events a year. Our goal now, we want to host over 2,000 events, even 3,000 events a year for every different type of event you could think of. One of the things we've done good is we host more combat sporting events than any other venue in the state. So boxing, Muay Thai, sumo wrestling, pro wrestling, every discipline of combat sport we're hosting. Actually, we just did MMA actually in the Carousel Room pretty recently. So so that event was sort of the beginning. We helped us identify again what more we could do at the Showboat. And like I said, it's more and more and more over the years. Happy to touch on that if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd love to. And you're so on, when you say that, of course you are, because you're there booking these events. But I walk through there sometimes, and there's a fashion show going on over here. There's extreme wrestling going on there. And just all kinds of stuff happening, and I love that. And again, not to keep bringing Bart's name and name dropping like that, but he says, we're not going to be the norm.
Nope.
We're not going to be the norm. So go right ahead.
Yeah, well, it's funny, Mike, because you've got some history at the Showboat, right?
Yeah.
Since you were younger. I'd love to hear about that a little bit.
A couple brothers were carpenters, in-house carpenters, my brother Nick and Jose. Love those guys. And they used to invite me in. I was a corrections officer. They were all in the trades. I don't know what happened to me. But the building was always near and dear to us. Again, just growing up, and whether it was the House of Blues, the bowling alley, the buffet, the shows, and just hanging out with those guys. It was just a great building. And that Mardi Gras feel back then. Oh, yeah. And then what you guys have done to bring it back. So I kind of think there's some of that still living in there. I don't mean to sound corny or anything like that.
Look, we want to embrace the Showboat. We love the Showboat.
Love the fact that you kept the name.
Yeah, and it's got great goodwill. Right. Everyone knows the name Showboat. And it's funny, you just mentioned going up into what was previously the House of Blues. We actually, that same room that you were in as a kid, we just hosted the American Cornhole League, an ESPN televised event up in the former House of Blues. I mean, we're hitting it on every angle on the event side. And again, it's been a step-by-step. We learn the events business. And just like you said, it takes time to build these out. And Bart continues to invest money to improve the event spaces, to offer different products that don't exist in the market for event planners, conventioneers. In fact, one of our more recent developments was the Carousel Room. It was formerly the High Limit Slot Room, and we converted it into a 16,000 square foot combat sporting arena, designed for fighters and spectators. It hosts 2,000 people, and that, like I said, boxing, MMA. Every other week there's something going on in there. So
I love it. And listen, we're going to run out of time soon. So let's talk about, and Connor, folks, is definitely going to be coming back and talking more about what we got going on that end of the boardwalk. Talk to us about some of the entertainment, whether it's Lucky Snake, Raceway and whatnot, all that's happening, because we have the biggest arcade, I want to say, on the East Coast.
All right, so real quick, guys. In May of 2021, we opened the largest arcade on the East Coast. It's called the Lucky Snake Arcade. It takes up the entire former casino floor of what was the Showboat Casino. It's 120,000 square feet, and since opening it, the place has gone gangbusters. Any random day you could think of, it's packed with families, people of all different ages, whether it's the grandfathers bringing their grandkids in, or even the teens coming to hang out with us. And then more recently, we took another part of the former casino floor and opened up a 40,000 square foot indoor go-kart track. The carts were literally manufactured in Italy. I mean, they're state-of-the-art go-karts. They go 50 miles an hour. They're crazy.
Right. But you can't go 50.
You can't go 50.
We don't want you going 50.
We don't want you going 50. There's helmets, there's safety training and all that stuff. And like I said, we're growing into this family world, and we've got a rock wall that's about to open up. It's 40 feet tall. We're getting ready to open up. It's a virtual reality theater. It's actually really cool. That opens in about a month from now. And then obviously getting into the indoor water park that's under construction right now, and hopefully we can talk more about this in a couple months. So we broke ground on a 105,000 square foot indoor water park adjacent to the Showboat about 6 months ago. And You know, if you go by the Showboat now, you'll see it. I mean, we're vertical. I mean, it's a remarkable development.
To see it coming out of the ground is incredible. I try to give my social media of viewers and whether it's the radio or the TV show, just letting them know that this is happening, folks. But go ahead, it's beautiful. I mean, the skeleton's coming out and it looks amazing.
It is going to go up fast. It's going to go up like an erector set. It's crazy. The ceiling of the water park actually opens to the elements. 40% of the ceiling is exposed. So when it's nice out, we can just open the ceilings, just like the Cowboys Stadium in Dallas.
Right.
I know we're not in Cowboys turf here, but it's a state-of-the-art building, and there's dozens of attractions inside the water park, not just the slides. You know, there's the lazy river. There's going to be games. There's going to be something for everyone. Right. And beyond that, you know, great food and beverage options. You know, something literally for everyone, and that's what the Showboat is. It's a cruise ship on land, where just like a cruise ship, someone from every different age bracket will have something to do.
And that's what's incredible. You would think, and I'm not knocking the city or any administrations or whoever, you would always have thought, you know, you're by the ocean, we're on the boardwalk, we're in Atlantic City, 1854, Dr. Jonathan Pitney, health and wellness, we would have a water park or something.
I know.
But no, but I'm so glad that it's you guys doing this there. Some of the stuff working with the city, how has that been? Because you've got so many different projects going on. Tell us about that and the CRDA.
It's a partnership. You know, it's not them against us. Everything that we have done in Atlantic City has been blessed by the city, and they've been nothing but great to work with. You know, obviously the current administration, we speak so highly of it because, you know, they're easy to work with.
Mayor Small, right?
Mayor Small, and you know, also the CRDA. I mean, these two governing bodies, they're world-class governing bodies. They make it easy to develop in Atlantic City. They support us trying different things, and you know, they don't overcomplicate what shouldn't be a complicated process. We can't say enough good stuff about the city, the state, and the CRDA. I mean, they've been nothing but fans for us, you know, since day one.
Great partners, Connor, whether it was Matt Dougherty, who was the former CRA director, and Sean Farewell, I believe his name is Mayor Small. That's so important in what the revitalization, I like to call, of Atlantic City. I like to keep things in a restorative narrative. Listen, I'm not naive, none of us are. We know we have our problems, but so does every other city. But what you're doing over there at Showboat and what others are doing around you is nothing but stellar. It's going to bring people, I think you touched on it, 25 to 30 million people a year. So I can't wait till you come back in a couple months, talk to us. We're going to have him back, folks. Connor, last word to you. We got about 30 seconds.
First of all, thanks again, Mike. I'm thrilled to be here. Come check out the Showboat. Come check out the inlet. Walk around the new boardwalk. What you see about Atlantic City is so different than what's actually there. It is pristine beaches, beautiful properties, and the people are good. They're there to have a good time. Obviously, Mike, you've done a great job broadcasting that to the world. And just like I said, come check out Atlantic City. Check out the Showboat. We'd love to have you.
I appreciate it. Listen, bro, always a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah.
Folks, this guy's going to be back, and you're going to be hearing big things from Connor Price. We're so glad you're with us. Stay right where you're at. We'll be right back.